What up, what up? I'm the math teacher Goat, and today in 6th grade math, we are going to estimate the percent of a number. Now, in a previous video, we actually found the percent of a number. I would be like, what's 18% of 120? Easy peasy. You made a ratio table, done and done. But what if I want you to estimate something? What if you're out and about and you find a human-sized bag of trail mix, and it tells you that it's 19% chocolate chips, and you're like, I wonder how many pounds of chocolate chips are in there, but I don't want to do 19% and make a ratio table. I want to do some mental math. Well, friends, that's what we're going to do today. Before we get started, if you are able to, please go to the link found in the description of this video. Click it, download it, print it if you can. These are the notes. It'll be really nice if you followed along with that in front of you, because I'm doing some visual stuff. There's going to be a circle graph here and there, and I'm going to do a bunch of problems, ask you to do a bunch of problems, and it sure would be nice if you have it in front of you. If you don't, that's okay. You can still follow along and learn a thing or two. Also, like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Now, let's see what we did in my last video to make sure that we can understand what we're going to do a little bit today. What we did in the last video is I gave you a specific percentage. Okay, what is 64%? No estimating, we're actually doing it. And what we did is we made ourselves a ratio table. On the left side, we wrote out our percent. Okay, so we would write out percent is 64% is 64 out of 100. So we wrote out 64 over here, and then 100 on the bottom because, again, 64 out of 100. On the bottom right, we put our out of number, which is 250. Now, whenever we have a ratio table, we cross multiply the numbers that are diagonal from each other. So we cross multiplied 64 times 250. Now, there's nothing wrong with going off to the side and doing the whole math. So I'm going to do that. Always put the smaller digit number on the bottom. We're going to multiply 250 times 64. So 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 5 is 20. Write out your 0, carry the 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. So write out your 10. Since we're done with the 4, let's get rid of that little 2 up there. Now let's move over to the 6. Put down your 0 first, then we can get started. 6 times 0 is 30. Write out your 0, carry the 3. 6 times 5 is 30. So write out your... idiot. Six times 0 is 0. 6 times 5 is 30. So write out your 0, carry the 3. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. Write out your 15. We're going to add these guys up. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0, I think. And 1 plus 5 is 6. And nothing plus 1 is 1. So this guy ends up being 16,000. Now, to finish the ratio table, what we did is we divided out the 100. Now, if you have a number like 16,000 and you have zeros at the very end and you're dividing by 100, all you do is hack off the last 2 zeros. So we just end up with 160. So 64% of 250 is 160. Now, that's what we did in the last video. We actually found the percentages. We found the real numbers. Today's focus is on estimating. So let's see how we could do that. Now, I'm not going to make a ratio table for this. I'm going to write stuff out, but try to also do it mentally, if that makes sense. Like, I'm going to write out little things if it helps you, but you should be able to start doing these mentally as you practice them more and more and more. So let's just say I give you 32% of 48, and I want you to estimate that. What you're going to do is you're going to round your numbers, okay? So round them to the nearest 10 if you're able to. So 32% in my brain is going to be the same as like 30%. I know it's not the same, but I'm estimating. 48 is going to be basically 50 because I'm rounding to the nearest 10. So in my mind, instead of 32% of 48, I'm thinking 30% of 50. Now, you might be thinking, ratio table time. What you're going to do instead of taking 30% is you're going to take 10%. Now, when you take 10% of something, you divide your number by 10, which means you hack off a 0. So when you take 10% of a number, you take that number and hack off of a 0. So in my brain, I'm thinking this means 5. So 10% of 50 is 5. Now, I don't want 10%. I want 30%. So if I just multiply 3 to 10%, I get 30%. So if I multiply 3 to 5, then I'm basically doing the same thing. So now I have 15. So a good estimate, and what I'm going to do is instead of putting an equal sign, I'm going to put this wavy sign. It means approximately. A good estimate of 32% of 48 is about 15. Okay? And one more time, these are your steps. You round your numbers. You take 10% and sometimes 1%, but I think today we're just going to take 10% the whole time. You're going to take 10%, which means hack off a 0. And then whatever that number is, you multiply that answer to reach the percentage you want. So if I wanted 40%, I'd multiply 4. If I wanted 80%, I'd multiply 8. Okay? So let's do this over and over and over again. This is how we're going to estimate. And we're going to do this. We're going to write it down, but we're going to try to kind of do it in our head, if that makes sense. So I'm going to round these to the nearest 10. In my brain, this is about 50%. And in my brain, this is about 200. So in my brain, I'm going to take 10% of 200, which means hack off a 0, giving me 20. Now, in order to get to 50%, you multiply by 5. And so we get 20 times 5, which is 100. That's it. 53% of 198 is about 100. Okay, let's try it again. I'm going to pretend that you're 20% because I'm going to round it up, and I'm going to pretend that you're 440. Okay, so taking 10% of 440 is 44 because you hack off a 0. In order to get 20%, you multiply 2. And 44 times 2 is 88. So my answer is roughly 88. Okay? So I did 2. I actually did 3. I want you to try 2 on your own. It's an estimation. Try to do it in your brain. If you can't do it in your brain, write down little notes like I did. But right now, what you could do is pause the video, try these on your own. Pause the video now. All right. Let's see how you did. So, 21% of 48. I'm going to pretend that that is 20% of 50. Okay. So, 10% of 50 is hacking off a 0, right? And to get to 20, I multiply 2. So, I get around 10. 21% of 48 is around 10. All right. Ugh, this one's not going to be so easy. 88% of 782. So I'm going to pretend that you're 90%. And I'm going to pretend that you're 780. So 10%, hack off a 0. So that gets you 78. Now you're going to multiply that by 9. Okay, so if I multiply that by 9, 9 times 8 is 72. Write out your 2, carry the 7. 9 times 7 is 63. 63 plus 7 is 80. 802. 802. So if you're like, couldn't I have just like maybe rounded that up to 800? Sure, you could. I didn't, but you could. And it's still a decent estimate. If you did round that up to 800, you would get, almost the same answer. So, yeah, that's fine. I'm just answering my own questions. Now, let's do some word problems with estimations. The circle graph below shows the percents of birds in the goat bird sanctuary. This is the same graph that I used in my last video, but we're approaching this differently. If 4,992 birds are observed daily, estimate how many chickadees live in the sanctuary. All right, well, chickadees is 22% the Taylor Swift special. Okay. And there's 4,992. No. Way too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump 22% down to 20%, and I'm going to bump up 4,992 to 5,000. Okay? So I'm going to take in my brain 10% of 5,000, hack off a 0, and in order to get to 20%, I multiply by 2. 500 times 2 is 1,000. So 22% of 4,992 chickadees, birds, is going to be about 1,000 chickadees. All right. There are 151 marbles in a jar. The percent of the colors of marbles are shown below. Estimate how many marbles are green. So there's 19% that are green, and there's 151 that are marbles. So I'm supposed to do 19% of 151. I'm going to bump 19% up to 20%, and I'm going to bump 151 down to 150. Okay? So 10% of 150 is 15, because you hack off the 0. To get to 20%, you multiply by 2, and 15 times 2 is 30. And since we're talking about green marbles, we're going to write out green marbles, because word problems, that's what you do. That's what you do. Okay? All right. So I did 2. You do too. If you're able to, pause the video and do the next 2 on your own. If you're not, just watch. You'll learn something anyway. But pause the video now. All right. Welcome back. Let's see how you did. 49 teachers were asked what blood type they have, and the results are in the circle graph. Again, I did the same exact circle graph in my last video, but I'm changing the problem up a little bit. Estimate how many people said type A. Well, type A was 28%. 28% of what? Of 49 teachers. Well, I don't like that. If we're estimating, I don't like it. So I'm going to do 30% of 50. So you take 10% of 50, you hack that off, that gets you 5. In order to get to 30%, you multiply by 3. 15 times 5 times 3 is 15. So we have about 15 teachers, with the blood type A. All right. Lily has a cup that holds 32 ounces. 28% of that cup is ice. Estimate how much ice Lily has. Well, 28% of the 32 ounces is ice. I don't like that. 30% of 30. So I take 10, which means hack off a 0. That leaves you with 3. To get to 30, you multiply 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. And we're talking about ounces, so we have about 9 ounces of ice in that cup of water that Lily poured. Okay? So the nice thing about estimation is as long as your answer is pretty accurate, you're in good shape. So this is the way I did it. If there's another way that you're taught when you learn this stuff, that's great. But this just works for me. And I think I'm the best, so, that works for me. Estimate the larger number. So you have 49% of 182, and you have 92% of 111. All right. Well, let's do 50% of 180. Now, 10% of 180 has me hacking off 0, and now I have 18. I need to multiply that by 5. 18 times 5 is 90. So this guy is about 90. Now this other one, 92%, think I'll drop you down to 90%. Of 111, I'll think I'll drop you down to 110. Okay, so 10% of 110 has me hacking off that 0, which is 11. To get to 90, I'm going to multiply by 9, and 11 times 9 is 99. So the larger estimate, the larger number would be what I have here in green. So 92% of 111 is going to be larger than 49% of 182. All right. Okay. What did we learn? Well, we learned how to estimate the percent of a number. We learned how rounding makes the mental math easier. As you do some of these things, you won't be writing stuff out as much. You'll just be kind of doing the math in your head, and you'll be like, let's change the numbers to that. Let's hack off a 0. Let's multiply it to that, and then I'm done. Okay. Then you read, well, we did a bunch of circle graphs, we did a bunch of tables, and then we did, estimation of real world problems. That last problem is just, estimates. And, you deal with estimates in the real world with taxes, with measurement, stuff like that. Okay? So that's the end of that video. That's the end of that lesson. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, bye.